Hello my loves, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Before I jump into the questions, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for all of your lovely comments and feedback and just well wishes on my last video. It really means a lot, and I was actually quite nervous to post that video, but I'm so glad that it was well received and that a lot of us were on the same wavelength as well with regards to this year and just how it's been in general. I have been feeling a bit more positive since posting that video, just trying to get myself back into a much more positive headspace. I've been sewing a lot, drawing a lot, and just trying to just slow down a bit. Also, with regards to the manufacturing, I'm in a much better place now. Everything is sorted. I do have some more Christmas cards on the way, so I'm sorry if you missed the restock at the weekend, but they are coming back. Hopefully they'll arrive tomorrow, but I will keep you updated. Instagram is the best place for shop updates and things like that, or you can join the membership section on my website. So I did ask on Instagram if any of you had any questions for this video, because I know a lot of you love pack orders with me style videos. You love to see your orders being put together, and a lot of you actually find it relaxing, which is music to my ears because I find it really relaxing packing them as well. So I thought I would just answer some questions to go alongside this video. So the first one is from Ello Mello Studio. Happy Halloween to you too, my love. I hope you had a lovely Halloween. What is your favourite spooky film? Mine has got to be Hocus Pocus, without a shadow of a doubt. It's so nostalgic to me. I still remember the first time I watched it with my mum back when I was really small, so that is my favourite Halloween film. But we have been doing some horrors as well. From a horror perspective, we love the Conjuring series, but we also have done some new ones for us this year, like Pet Sematary we watched recently, and The Vigil. Very different for us that we would usually go for, but very different and well worth a watch. Tori's Crochet has asked, how are you? How are the doggies and how's your family? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, my love. And we're doing well, thank you. We're doing really good. The doggies have actually just had a shave and a bath. Custard does not like having a shave. She doesn't want to sit still. She doesn't try and escape. She sits there and tolerates it, but you can tell that like she's got that look in her eye. She just wants to walk off at the nearest opportunity. Vesper, on the other hand, goes to sleep. He just lies there and goes to sleep. But I also did James's hair because we have remained lockdown hairdo people. Well, he has since lockdown, and you know, hairdressers and barbers shut, and I started doing James's hair from home and realised that I was actually okay at doing hair. He has a kind of Tommy Shelby cut, which I absolutely love anyway, but we've been working on my blending, and it's because he has the same thing every time. I'm not a hairdresser, I don't know what I'm doing really, but I'm able to just cut my husband's hair. But at the weekend all three of them had a haircut, and Custard in particular is feeling, I call her the silky otter because she looks like an otter, but she is so silky smooth right now. Also, Tori's Crochet has asked, have you ever and will you ever try crochet? So I guess it depends on your your idea of try. I have tried crochet, but I don't understand the instructions, and I've also tried watching some YouTube tutorials to try and help me on my way, but I just can't grasp it. I've got a crochet kit in my bedside table that I had as a Christmas gift a couple of years ago that I still haven't managed to do. I'd really love to be able to do it because I think once I've got the hang of it, I will be obsessed with making stuffed animals and things, but I just can't grasp it. I think I need somebody here to like teach me. I can knit, but only very basic knitting. I can't follow patterns because I can't wrap my head around it. But yeah, it depends on your definition of try. I guess I have tried, but maybe not hard enough. I have a few questions now from Suren Madison. What's your favourite film? My favourite film is Amélie. It's a French film and it's wonderful. It's just a nice feel-good film. It's my go-to if I ever need cheering up, or if I have a self-care day where I just slob on the sofa with snacks and tea and hot chocolate and all sorts. Amélie is my go-to and it's my favourite film. What's your favourite recipe to cook? That's a tough one because I love cooking. I absolutely love it. off the top of my head, because I've just done a stir fry, I have just made a stir fry, but recently I've been getting into chanko, which according to my husband is a sumo bowl. It's what sumo wrestlers eat, and it's essentially just a big ramen type bowl with lots of vegetables in it, noodles. You can then add tofu or we add meat alternatives like the Linda McCartney hoisin duck, things like that. I love cooking so many things. I also love to do tofu and chips, so I batter my own tofu, which sounds so wrong. Go batter your tofu, Ellis. Battered tofu, homemade chips, mushy peas. Oh, just delish. But I love cooking. I love making pies. I love making chilies. I love making soups as well. Absolutely love making soups. Something I haven't done for a really long time is sushi. I love making my own sushi, but it's just effort getting all of the different bits and pieces. But I do love it when it happens. And future product you'd like to make. So, can I tell you this one? Does this one count as future? Because it's only just happened this evening, but I've been making some bunting. So I have been digging through all of my fabric scraps because I'm determined to use up as much fabric from this year, as much as I can, just use it up, make as many projects as I can, and then go into 2022 with not an entirely clean slate, because that's not going to happen. There's so much fabric to get through, but I've wanted to just use up as much as I can. So I don't know, at the moment I'm really happy with what I have in the shop. My ultimate dream is to do a children's book. Whether I write my own children's book is a whole other thing, because me and James have spoken about it a lot, because he is excellent with words. The way he writes is very Mighty Boosh, and he likes to write things all the time. So we've spoken before about doing something together, and I would illustrate it and he would write it, because I'm hopeless with stories. But I would love to illustrate a book at some point. I think that's a lot of illustrators' big dream. Emily from the Dotty Room has asked, what is your all-time favourite product, past, present or yet to be made? So that kind of follows on from that question a little bit. One of my favourite products to make is zines. I've not done one since, I think I did just one this year. I was aiming to do 2 or 3, but this year's just been wild, as we spoke about in the last video. But zines, for some reason, are one of my favourite things to make. I think perhaps it's because you get lots and lots of pieces of artwork as a collective in one place, yet it still counts as one product perhaps. But I also have to say the fabric pouches are a favourite of mine. I just love making them. I love the whole process, and it's not very often I can say that about a product, because at some point with various products I hate certain bits of the designing or making process. But with the fabric, I love it. I love designing it. I love putting the fabric sample together. I love ordering the fabric. I love unboxing the fabric, putting it all together, shopping for lining, just messing about with my templates and seeing how I can adapt things. But yeah, fabric, washi tape as well. Washi tape's got to be one of my favourites. I'm sorry that I can't just pick one. So I have a couple of questions from Kate's Colouring Haven. The first one is, do you have a favourite author? If so, who? And what kind of books do you enjoy the most? So I have mentioned recently that books are something that until this year I haven't really touched very much. Like, I was struggling to get back into my reading, but this year I had a goal of 25 books. Spoiler alert, I'm nowhere near that target. I think I'm on like 15, so whether I can read another 10 books in the next couple of months is a whole other challenge in itself. But this year I've discovered Richard Osman, and he is the author of the Thursday Murder Club. Now I'm on the very last couple of chapters of the second book, and I hope and pray that this series continues, because I adore the characters so much and I want to be with them all the time. So it's also made me want to explore any other work that Richard Osman has done. But to answer your question, at the moment my favourite genre is murder mysteries, which I did not see coming. It was the Thursday Murder Club actually that got me into murder mysteries, and then I thought actually I could explore this genre a bit more. My best friend Leanne was like, Ellis did not see that coming with you. Did not see that coming, because I was a romance type of person. I like happy feel-good books, but I've been completely converted to murder mystery. So if you have any recommendations, I'm all ears. The second question, is there anything in particular that you pull inspiration from in your artwork? If I had to pick one word, it would be nature. Child of the Woods has asked, if you had to decorate one of your rooms with just one of your designs, which would it be? And I love this question. It is so unique and just such a cool question. I've never been asked this before, and I really had to think about it. But ultimately, I think I would have to do a mashup of a woodland scene. So maybe have a fox in there with a badger, maybe just put all of the woodland animals in that I've ever done, but make it feel like you're stepping into a woodland. A woodland glen would be my absolute dream. Agnes has asked, what is your favourite animal to illustrate? So this might not come as a shock to some of you if you're regulars in these parts, but I adore foxes and wolves. So yeah, four-legged animals that kind of resemble dogs, or cats. I love drawing big cats. Woodland animals, small furry critters, they are my favourites. So I hope that helps to answer some of your questions. And if any of you have any further questions for future videos, then I will happily make a note of them for a future video where we can either pack orders together or draw together. I'm just trying to mix my content up a little bit at the moment, because if you did watch my last video, you'll know that I was feeling a bit fed up of studio vlogs just every single week in, week out, and I just wanted to do something different. So just to finish off, I'll share with what I've been working on this week. I've actually been boxing up a lot of stock to take down to my stockist for Christmas, because they have recently transformed the shop from Halloween to Christmas, and it looks so nice in there and it smells amazing. There are so many like candles and wax melts and incense things to choose from, and it's just walking into there, as soon as you leave again you can kind of just smell it on your clothes. It's lovely. But they are also opening up a second shop which is aimed at kiddies, so nursery prints, clothing, kids' toys, that kind of thing. So I've also been very fortunate to have been asked to stock that shop as well. So it's the same company but it's two different shops. So I've been collecting together all of my kiddie appropriate prints. So like my little lion one, like washi tapes as well. Just little bits like that. So I've been putting together lots and lots of stock, and I've also been ordering more Christmas cards. So thank you again if you placed an order last weekend for the shop update. I didn't actually have many Christmas cards available, so some of them did sell out really quickly. When I say I didn't have many available, I literally mean 4 or 5 of each design, and some of them have gone. So I immediately got back onto my manufacturer's website and just reordered some more, but there are 2 new designs coming as well, and I'm hoping to have them in the shop this weekend. But yeah, I had a date with a friend today down at one of my favourite coffee shops, and we had the most delicious. Have any of you ever heard of a cruffin? Because until today I hadn't. I asked what a cruffin was because honestly, am I late to the party? What is a cruffin? And I was told it was basically if a croissant and a muffin had a baby. That's what it would be, and it looked like a muffin until you opened it up, and then it was clearly some sort of cinnamon roll swirl, but very croissanty, and it was incredibly delicious. And I also had a nut shake, which was perfect. It always is. They're one of my favourite things to get from this place. And yeah, me and James have a date night planned for this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. We are going to go and see the new Wes Anderson film, The French Dispatch, which we're both really excited about because we love a bit of Wes Anderson. So I'm trying to focus a bit on my downtime as well. I'm still working hard for Christmas and trying to get as many things made up for the stockist and for my shop, but also I'm trying really hard to take the weekends off, which we all know. If you know Ellis, you'll know that it's never an easy task because I just can't keep myself away, but I am working on it. I'm aware that it needs to be improved, so that's where I'm at. Please let me know what you have planned for the weekend as well. How was your week? What have you been up to? Do you have any plans? Are you feeling festive yet? Or is Christmas something that you don't even want to think about until December? Have you started shopping yet? Please let me know. Put me to shame, I haven't done a single bit yet. But yes, that is my week, that is what I've been up to. And I hope you liked having your orders packed. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll be back soon.